Hey Flosstube, it's Veronica with Night Stitch, and I have another Flosstube update. It is Thursday, May 22nd, 2025, so it's update day. And I forget how to start these things, apparently. Going to start with whips. So this is my How to Spot a Supervillain. This is from the Mr. X Stitch magazine, Heroes and Villains edition. I'm using Wicked Night fabric by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. I finished the henchman and I added the little block next to the letter A and How to Spot which is it's like another just huge block of black with back stitching. So right here, I decided to do a little bit at a time because I'm somebody that doesn't like color block stitching. If there's like, I don't know, 500 stitches of black, or it doesn't even have to be that the color is black or white or whatever for me to get bored by it. I have to move my mouse over here. It's literally color block stitching. Like, I like to move my microphone too. I like changing colors when I stitch, which I know is the opposite of some people who don't like to change colors when they stitch. So in order for me to make Flosstube Itchy Nose, in order for me to make sure that I don't get bored of the project and put it down and don't work on it, I change my color every so often. So I did like one strand or two. I did like 80 some stitches here because it was like one grid block, but it wasn't quite 10 because I had to space over however many stitches for that. And I'm trying to find this in my computer because I want to say statistics. So I'll do like the block, like 2 or 3 strands, or maybe 2, I don't know. I just decided I was going to finish that block. So however many threads it was, I did that, and then I went and did different colors. So that's why I worked on the henchman and the little block thing. So that was a really long-winded explanation, but anyway, it doesn't matter. You're here to watch me say Flosstube things, so okay. This pattern is 123 high by 119 wide. It is 14,637 stitches total. I put in 390 stitches this time around. So it has 1,452 stitches now. It's at 9.92% done, and it has 13,185 stitches left. And my goal that I set was to finish one henchman because I had part of him done already, and I decided to finish him, so he is now done. And his glasses, I'm gonna show you, because I did this 2/2. So his glasses were charted in white, and I decided to use Petite Treasure braid, glow in the dark, that I had left over from my Arctic animals. So I used this. So I thought it'd be fun if his sunglasses glowed in the dark, or his glasses, I guess. They're not sunglasses because they're white, but so they're meant to be like lenses, like clear lenses, but. And then for the rest of that, I'm using DMC. The next regular WIP I worked on was Christmas in the Kitchen by Sue Hillis. I'm using Summer Soiree by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And I'm stitching this. Sorry, my chair was too far back. I'm stitching this 2/2 with DMC. And I finished the line across this under the in the kitchen phrase. I finished that. And then I did the R in Christmas at the top, and then I added the little, I think it's a wooden spoon. I started doing that. Oh, it's this spoon right here. So this is 122 high by 96 wide. It has 11,712 stitches total. I put in 231 stitches. And it's at 1,907 stitches in it right now. It's at 16.28%. And it has 9,805 stitches left. And my goal was to get it to 16%, which I did. And then I got it to 0.28% over 16. So goal has been met on this one. Okay, another WIP I worked on was Summer Sampler. This is by Cooler Design Studio. It's designed by Sandy Orton. I'm using Ocean Mist by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. Oh, and for future reference, I don't usually say this, but I rarely ever use the called for fabric because I have a fabric stash, so I just pick from that. I do, however, usually use the called for thread if it's DMC, and sometimes if it's fancy floss, I'll also use fancy floss depending on what I feel like. So this is a bigger fabric, and I think I probably could have started it a little higher and saved some of the fabric at the bottom, but that's okay. I didn't, and I'm happy with that. So I really didn't want to put this one down, which is very odd for me because I'm usually somebody who wants to change projects all the time. But I think I really like this pattern, which is good. So what I did is I finished the starfish here and I backstitched it, and then I started the tomato here, and then I had the word like outlined, so I filled it in and then I put the white around, and then I also did more of the ribbon here. So trying to get it, so maybe I'll just do the, yeah, there. All right, this is 224 high by 168 wide. It has 37,632 stitches total. I put in 457 stitches. So now it has 1,457 stitches in it. It's at 3.87%, and it has 36,175 stitches left. And the goal that I put on here was to finish the tomato block. It's like a seed packet, so I'm still working on that. Okay, this is Whipco. So this is Castle Homecoming Club by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I'm using Eucalyptus Showers by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And I'm doing this 2/2 with DMC and some DMC Diamant. And I also used this alpaca thread from Rainbow Gallery for one of the characters here, the wizard, his hair. So that's what I have now. I'm still on the bottom part of the pattern. I added the queen, she's all finished, and I added some bricks underneath the dragon. So that part's old-ish. This is new down here. If I'm pointing in the right spot, yeah. There's like little gray things here that are the brick near the dragon, and then... But look at the queen, she's so cute. I gave her a crown of DMC Diamant. And I'm gonna put some beads in her crown, but I'm gonna do that last because I use a Q-snap, so I'm not gonna put beads in just so they can get crushed. And her eyes, I changed her eyes to green, and I changed her hair to this DMC variegated brown color. It's like got brown and light brown in it to kind of give her like highlights in her hair. And then I didn't backstitch exactly the way they told me to. So I backstitched with green, which is her eye color, and then I put one line of black on top of her eyes, so to give her the eyelashes. So Castle Homecoming is 144 high by 192 wide, and it's 27,648 stitches total. I put in 631 stitches. It's at 8,296 stitches done, and it's at 30.01%. It has 19,352 stitches left. And my Whipco goal for this is to work on it for 5 days. And so I've worked on it for 4 days now. So I have 1 more day left to work on this, and then my goal will be completed for Whipco. And this Castle Homecoming also uses some classic Colorworks threads. This is my temperature chart. So when I sit down for the day, I look at the temperature, and if the last digit is an odd number, it gets a certain amount of stitches, 100. And if it's an even number, it gets 50 stitches. This is Farm Stand by Designworks. It's a kit that I got from Michaels. And it's 14 count. Like the kit came with 14 count, which I changed to 16 count, so mine will be slightly smaller. I'm using Secret Garden by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And this kit is 2/2 with, I think it's DMC because the numbers match. And the numbers are familiar, but it's the kit floss, so it's the floss they sent me, but I'm pretty sure it's DMC. So I managed to work on this every day of the week. So I succeeded finally. Because I had a goal where I wanted to work on the temperature piece every day, like I was intentionally trying to do. because the whole point of it is to get progress on my full coverage as much as I can. So there's one thread that's gonna have to go across the whole thing, which is this one, but I got, alright, so it's 196 high by 308 wide. It has 60,368 stitches total. And before I just had this like stuff here, and it wasn't filled in, and it didn't have any of the gray stuff or the blue stuff in it, so I filled that in, and then I think I put some of the white down here because I think it was just like the green and the gray, and then I added all of this stuff up here, so all of that is new. So I put in 650 stitches on this. And I really like the way I'm doing the temperature thing, because before I started using this as the temperature, the last time I worked on it before the temperature, it was only at 0.20%. And now it's at 1.27%. So it's been increased a lot just by what I've been doing with it. And it has 59,599 stitches left. So I worked on it the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st, which is great. I don't know if you want the weather forecast, but on May 15th it was 81 degrees, so I got 100 stitches. On May 16th, it was 71 degrees, so I got 100 stitches. On May 18th, it was 53 degrees, so I got 100 stitches. And on May 19th, I was starting to wonder if it was going to be an odd number all week, because it was 53 degrees, so it got 100 stitches. But on May 20th, it changed to an even number. It was 56, so I got 50 stitches. And on the 21st, I went back to an odd number of 55 degrees, so then I got 100 more stitches. So, I'm happy with that. And now that I know I can and will, like, I'm able to do the temperature stitching every day, I'm gonna try that again this time with the new one that I pulled this week. My zipper pull is a toaster. Okay, let's see. So I have magazine Monopoly Mania stuff here. So what did I work on? I worked on day 13 of Stitch Mania. I worked on the Christmas Advent Calendar 12 by Doreen Jones. Captain America rolled doubles and landed in jail. So I picked a whip with backstitch to work on, and it was this one. And my goal on it now is to finish it, because it's one of the ones that I had pre-decided I needed to finish in May for my game. So let me find it in my list here. Alright, number 12. 44 high by 25 wide. It's 1,110 stitches total. I put in, well, I've been working on it since, so I put in 212 stitches from when you last saw it. It has 573 stitches total, well, in it right now. It's at 52.09% and it has 527 stitches left. And I added the border at the top. I finished that. I added the number 12, and I finished this present right here. So I'm just gonna keep working on this. I'm not gonna wait till it gets pulled because I need to finish it before the end of May, so. And I decided for Mania, the way that I'm doing it, I'm not actually gonna be starting all 20 things during Mania because May is almost over and I haven't started like half of the things. So I'm just gonna keep playing Monopoly, and they will technically be Stitch Mania projects because I pulled them for Stitch Mania, so I'll be referring to them that way. But once Mania, like once the May is over, I'm gonna stop doing the Flosstube extras where I show you the new start and what I'm gonna be working on, just because that's special for Mania. So when Mania is over, as far as May goes, I'm gonna stop doing that. But I will show you in my Flosstube updates, and that I will refer to it as Magazine Monopoly Mania, so it'll be like a different section in the Flosstube video. But that's what I've decided for that. Because, yeah, I didn't really foresee that that was gonna happen. I probably should have, because I didn't do the traditional I'm gonna start one every day thing. And if I was skipping weekends too, so. Here is the World of Cross-Stitching magazine. And I'm doing these little Father's Day related patterns, and this car I've been working on for Mania because it gets pulled quite often. It is Buzz's project. It's when Buzz lands on a property, and he's been doing that a lot. So this project gets worked on. It gets 50 stitches, so it doesn't look like a huge amount. It's been getting 50 stitches every few days, so. Let's look at its stats here. So this is what I have. This is Naiad by Under the Sea Fabrics, and it's a little scrap piece I have. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is 40 high by 50 wide. It's 2,000 stitches total. I put in 100 stitches since you last saw it. It's at 206 stitches done. It has 10.30% of it done, and it has 1,794 stitches left. And I came down here and I started adding the blue and expanding the rest of the car, because I had been working up in the roof and the windshield, and I was like, I need a change, so I'm just gonna go down. So it looks like I actually did something on it, because I was filling in, so it just didn't really look like it had any progress. So that was Mania Day 15. I went out of order. So this is Mania Day 14, which is out of the Just Cross Stitch Christmas 2024. And this is Hello Snow. It's this here with the two snowmen. It's by Tracy J. Redmond. Nope, Jennifer J. Redmond. I think there's another one that has the name Tracy, so I mixed the two. Sorry. Jennifer J. Redmond. I'm doing this on Garden of Dream by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And I realized last time I said Garden of Eden, but that was just, that's not what it's called. So this one I worked on when Obi-Wan landed on Geonosis, which is a property. And I put 50 stitches into this. So I'll look at overall stats for this one. So is this the back? Nope, this is the front. Here's the front. I was showing you the back. I hope you enjoyed it. 63 high by 63 wide. It's 3,969 stitches total. I put in 50 stitches since you last saw it. So now it has 150 stitches. And it's at 3.78%, and it has 3,819 stitches left. Funny story, I thought I didn't have one of the colors, but I had it in a different bobbin box. So I ended up substituting DMC3 for... No, I substituted DMC 415 for DMC3 when I had DMC3, but I'm just going to keep it that way because I already put the stitches in, and I'm not really going to frog it out because I picked 415 because it was also like a light gray because I was trying to match it, but oh well. So I need to keep my floss records a little bit more organized apparently. So that was Mania for last week. So you'll notice I only had 3 projects I showed you is because today is Mania Day 16. And I had a Flosstube to film, so I didn't stitch yet. However, what I'm going to be working on is a blackwork project. This is the Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. And the hot air balloons here in the crease is what I'm doing today. And I'm going to be doing it on the same fabric as this blackwork kite because I measured and it fits, so I was going to use that. Plus, I bought a big enough piece of fabric to do both of them. And it's white 28 count even weave, so I'm not going to take it out and show you because you all know what 28 count white even weave looks like. Alright, so that's gonna be Mania. Oh, I'm also gonna... Did I show you the... No. So, my Mania for today is Batman. He did not get released from jail early, like he didn't roll doubles, but it was his 3rd time trying to do so, so he actually got out of jail this past time. So because he didn't roll doubles, I did like a penalty stitch. So I'm gonna do 2 projects today for Mania. So the blackwork hot air balloons is one of them, and this other one is the Doreen Jones Christmas Advent Calendar 13, which I'm doing on This Is My Jam by Fiberlicious, and it's 28 count Opal Lugana. And my goal on this is also to finish it before the end of May because of my predetermined goal I had set for myself where I wanted to do that. So this is where I'm going to be starting from today. So I'll give you stats next time because the stats that I would have given you this time are the same ones that I gave you last week, so nothing has changed on it. Okay, so because today is the last day of my like 4-day block that I do for Mania, I'm going to insert a Monopoly clip right now. It's round 4 of Monopoly, so we're gonna start to see, if I can talk. I'm gonna see if Captain America can get out of jail. So we're gonna see if he rolls doubles. And he didn't. Okay. Obi-Wan's turn. Okay, he rolled a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He landed on Corellian Corvette. Okay, Buzz is next. He rolled 3. 1, 2, 3. He gets a card. Hello, focus. It says jump to hyperspace, advance token to Ord Mantell. Which is here. So I'm going to assume that he passes go. Although maybe not, because he's already here. So 1, 2, he just ends up here, I guess. And he owns that property, so he doesn't have to do anything else. No, he didn't have to pass go because Ord Mantell was right there. So it's Batman's turn. Doubles. He rolled 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He got a card. This card says the Emperor schedules a visit to your planet's cleanup before he arrives. So I'm gonna see if Batman owns anything. And he doesn't, so he doesn't have to do anything. So I'm just gonna do his card whip. Okay, he rolled doubles, so he gets to go again. Okay, he got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Apparently, he has to go to jail again. Poor Batman. Alright, so Batman and Captain America are in jail now. Alright, that concludes Monopoly. Okay, so the next 4 projects for Mania are, a lot of them are repeats, so you've already seen a bunch of them, but the one that's not is Batman's card. So he landed and he got a card, and so his project for that, it's in the Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. It's these medieval things, and I charted it into like one pattern. I didn't use all of them. And I will be using this fabric called Aloe from the Other Side. It's by Fibrelicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And it is this light green color. So I will be doing that when I do that day for Mania. That is the 4th day of next time that I do a Mania. So today's day 4 of this particular block, but this is for next time. So that's the only new pattern that I have that I'm going to be working on for Mania. So I think that concludes all of the whips for this time. If anything, Mania is nothing but manic right now, so that's good. that was the point. All right, so we're gonna go and update this board here. This is the shaving shopping board. I worked on farm stand. I'm only gonna use the 600 number, even though I put 650 just to make my life easier for subtracting things. 5,200 minus 600. Is 4,600. So that means I have 46 skeins left to save up for. And this total number here is gonna get 600 as well. So that is 6,550 left for the total. This is the paper one, so that I have a running number for the total, so that I can erase my board. 6,550 stitches. Apparently I'm going back to writing too big again on there, so I'm running out of paper. All right, we're gonna shake for my whips now. Christmas in London. My Savior's words. Portrait of Veronica. His cross. Stuck together. Stitcher's saying, I put this back in because I pulled it last time, but I didn't get to work on it. So, those are the 5 whips. So now I'm gonna change this shaker to full coverage, and then I'll come back and we'll shake for that. The temperature piece for this week is Visit London. Okay, I'm gonna go pull everything and I will come back and show you all of the projects. Okay, so I'm gonna be working on my Savior's Words. This is by Connie Abel. Well, designed by Connie Abel. It's an imaginating pattern. Last time I showed you, I realized I was halfway done with it, which is awesome. So this is done on Memories in the Rain by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. this is where I'm at. I'm going to be working on the bottom part of this because the top half is all done. And I say awesome because I feel like ever since I started doing this shaker thing, I'm actually like working on things a lot more than I had been before when I was just picking stuff that I felt like I wanted to work on. So this is really helping. Okay, Stitcher Saying is in this World of Cross Stitching magazine. And it looks like this. It's also on Doreen Jones's Etsy shop because she's the designer. And I pulled this last week and I didn't work on it, so I'm glad it got pulled again so I have a chance to work on it. I'm doing it on Dreaming Blossoms by Fiberlicious. It's 28 count Opal Lugana. And last time I left off, I was working on this ribbon here. In the pattern it's red, but I changed it to blue here because I wanted the ribbon to be red, white, and blue, so I think that's what I decided. Either that or just shades of blue instead of shades of red. I haven't decided yet because I was thinking and I'm like, should the ribbon be like a variegated blue and red, and it has like empty spots in there that are gonna be like white dots, which the pattern has, but it had red for the main color and the white dots, and so I wondered if I should just make it gradients of blue or make it red, white, and blue, because that would be cool. But anyway, I think maybe that's why I didn't work on it last time, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but since I decided my decision paralysis was I was gonna kick it out the window, I should just make a decision and do it. This is his cross. I pulled this 2 weeks ago and didn't work on it. And I think this one is because there's like a lot of quarter stitches, so I was getting a little bit tired of that, but I'm currently working up here trying to get to the top left. So this is by Jan Lynn. I got it from Michael's. And again with this one, I think I just need to get over my decision paralysis and just pick something and do it. I think I have the card for this. Yeah, the Naiad card. This is under the Sea Fabrics. It's called Naiad, and it's 32 count Lugana. And I haven't been working on the quarter stitch part, because I think last time I told you it was all kind of up in the cross here. And this is really cute. That's all quarter stitches with a back stitch around it. So it's not like it's a bad thing, but I think I was getting tired. But I have this here where I'm working up towards the top left, and these are some quarter stitches in there to make the like diagonal like lines going. So it's a little bit intensive, like more intensive than some of my other projects. So I think I need to maybe set a smaller goal, because the goal right now is to get to the top left corner. So maybe I need to set a smaller goal, like do one 10 by 10 grid or something, and then go from there. And now as I'm looking at my pattern, I'm like literally almost to the top left. So it's like I could just, it would be really easy to get that goal done. Okay. This one is Portrait of Veronica. It's Mirabilia. I'm using Monster Mash by Picture This Plus. It's 32 count Lugana. I have this much. This is Christmas in London by Mirabilia. I'm using Starburst by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And that's what I have. This is Visit London. This is by Mereshka. It's a kit. I'm not using the kit fabric. I'm using Rose Taupe by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. This fits on half. That's what I have. Okay, I think that's all the stuff I have to show you. We played Round of Monopoly in this video, so I'm going to be working on the Mania stuff that I pulled for that, and then including today's Mania. I'll be working on Whip Go. I'm almost done with both of those goals. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on stuff. Yeah, I think that's all. So thank you everybody for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.